Alright, so the other things we gotta get, the new bushing kit came with a some new sway bar end links and bushings, so take those off. Gotta get the upper control arm off, which just basically consists of a nut and a bolt here, a nut and a bolt here, and then that'll whoop, slide out, and then I'll have to go get those bushings pressed out and the new ones pressed in up there. This I didn't realize, but these ball joints aren't pressed in. They've got like this square nut that apparently you need a special Mopar socket. The other side came off pretty easy. This side's coming off easy as well. That's good. Alright. Bolt comes out. It's kind of... Oh yeah, there's a washer here too. You need that. You can see there's a cam on that that bolt. So based on how you spin that bolt, will sort of position this in or out. I don't know. They do it at the alignment shop. So I'll put it back the same way so it's close. Which it wasn't close anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But the alignment shop will set these how they're supposed to be. So that's one side. And that's the other side. More leverage you have, you don't have to work as hard. Ooh, this one's tight. You do want to be careful not to break these off in there. Alright. Oh, this side has a little lock washer on it. Huh. None of the other ones I took apart had that. Yeah. There goes that washer. And you can see these have a little notch in them, so they only go back on there one way. So now this thing should come out. Should. Let me get my little pry bar in there. Yep. Both sides kind of evenly. Yep. Wiggle it back. It hasn't been out here in 40 years. Okay. Alright, so now you get the shock out of here. There's the top of the shock there. There it goes. Now I just gotta get that nut and bolt off of there, and that shock will come right out. Nothing to that. So must be 5/8. This side 5/8 as well. Nope, that side bigger. Yeah, that's gonna be easier. Okay. done with that. Come on. Pine needles. Come right out. All right, now this, you can see this actually, this sway bar is now holding this up, this lower control arm, because the torsion bar is putting pressure on it to push it down. So I like to get a little jack in here. Just a little AutoZone jack. And I mean cheap. This thing's a piece of shit. Alright, so now we'll take that apart. So basically, yep. It's a 5/8 on both sides. Alright, so this bottom one's actually the one that's coming unscrewed right now. There it goes. So to get this top one, you gotta get something on there to hold it. Then we're gonna go with the vice grips again. Like I said, I'm replacing these, so don't really care if they get marked up. Okay. Alright. That's coming. Alright, so now all I gotta do is let this go down. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that. So like I said, you gotta get this nut off of here. And you gotta get, there's a 1-inch nut at the other end you gotta get off of there. Probably do that one first because that one's trickier. Let this one kind of hold it in place. It's a little tricky because the bar, the strut bar wants to spin. On the other one I had to put a pair of vice grips on it and, you know, kind of wedge it up in there and keep it from spinning. But on this one, I'm going to try to undo that larger nut first, just kind of get it loose, and then maybe tighten it back, and then get this one loose, and then just kind of undo them. I don't know how it's going to work out. You can see this strut bar bushing completely just dry rotted and destroyed. These take a lot of abuse. And there's another bushing on this side. You can't really see it, Pat. You can see the washer, but on the other side of that washer is another bushing. So there's a little pin in here, cotter pin you gotta take out. Just like everything. Hate these damn cotter pins. Probably the worst part. Okay. Woo. Relief. Alright. So now we got a 1-inch. God, I don't think the 1-inch I have is deep enough for that. Ugh. Eee. Radiator hose is in the way. I didn't have this problem on the other side. Oh, God. squish it out of the way. Wow. Don't like that. I don't like this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Woo. It is barely in there. Good thing is, strut rod is not spinning. Ooh, I wonder if I should try to get that other one loose before I completely undo this one. Alright. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Alright, so that's the way to do that. First time I did this, I didn't really know what I was doing. And I completely undid this nut first. Then when I went to break this one loose, it just started spinning the whole bar. But I think this one's still tight enough that I can loosen this one. And I may, that one's at the end, so I may go back to this one. Alright. There it is. So, yeah, just gotta make sure you keep a hold of these washers. Big heavy duty washers that are specifically designed. Can't just get the Home Depot washer and stick it on there. Probably not. It probably won't be correct. There's probably some engineering in that washer. Alright, so this one. Alright, so this is where on the other side I got confused because I was like, alright, I got nuts off of both ends, but you can't pull it that way. You can't pull it that way. You know, there's a washer and a little lip on this strut bar. And there's a little lip on it on this other side. So it's like, how do you get that out? Well, you got to take the whole lower control arm loose. And to do that, you got to take the torsion bar loose, which sounds scary, but really isn't that bad. There's a nut under here. You can see it right here. And that's actually how you can adjust your ride height with this little nut right here. Because that basically pushes up. You can see the other side of the nut right here. Pushes up on this little arm and puts tension on this bar right here that goes back there. And I'll show you back there in a second. I'm just going to loosen this up until it takes all the pressure off that torsion bar. You can see that. Hopefully you can see that getting lower. Okay. So that's loosened up. I just want to make sure there's no tension on that. There's a nut right there that is a 15/16 nut, and you just undo that and it goes to here. And what I did before was kind of put that fork in here and kind of, you'll see, just kind of wedge it out. And then this torsion bar on the other side of that is a little clip that holds it in. And once you pop that clip out, this whole bar will just slide that way. And then it actually, once you get that out, then you just kind of hammer right here and you slide this. You can kind of see this bar just kind of has a hexagonal pattern in there where it sticks in. That'll actually just slide right out of there. And then your whole lower control arm comes out, and then you just slide this strut bar out. And then we're pretty much done at that point. with Disassembly. Starting. And there we go. And there's a nut and a washer. Yeah. Nut and a washer. So here's the other end of that torsion bar. Actually, let me see if I can do it by hand. Yeah. It just comes right out. Now I'm going to use the needle nose since I got them. Just comes right out. And so now that'll just slide that way. And there is a little, if you can see, there's a little boot in there. And just kind of slid that up and out of the way, just so it doesn't get squished in there and get damaged. Work it out of there. Yeah, it's coming. There it goes. Alright, so now you can get this strut rod out. Ugh. Man, that sucker is in there. Huh, the other one came right out. That's why it wasn't spinning. Stuck. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Don't want to hit it too much. I'm reusing this part, but that knocked it free. There we go. There we go. I don't know if you can see this, but this, trying to get this lower control arm out, and it's hitting the steering here. So actually, I might just be able to. Yep. I was gonna say I'll turn the steering wheel, but there's nothing on here, so I can just push it out of the way. Bring that down. You can see that. Bring that out. Actually, I don't even think I have to hammer this. It looks like it's just going to come right out. Kind of working. There we go. There it is. All right, that's the lower control arm out of there. Whew. So yeah, that's it. That is out. And just have to get those bushings pressed. I'm probably gonna clean these up with a wire brush, repaint them. You know, just repaint everything. We will get back to this next weekend, hopefully. All right, see you later.